Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is a very exciting video and I probably should have filmed this sooner, but today is going to be my pregnancy announcement video. So if you guys don't know, I am pregnant. Today when I'm filming this video, I am 15 weeks and 2 days. And also I'm engaged. I know life has been like moving so fast. I'm so happy and I'm just so beyond blessed to even be coming to you saying this, spreading this good news. But the pregnancy we actually found out about a few months ago, and I didn't want to tell anyone, like we didn't want to tell anyone that we were pregnant, just because we wanted to wait until like everything was sure and we were in the second trimester. After we told our family, we posted it on social media, and now I'm doing this video. So that's why this video took so long to come to you guys. This video is going to be where I tell you guys my first trimester update slash tips. Now, the first trimester was very different for me than like a lot of other moms, just because during the first trimester I was going to school, I had midterms and finals, and I was also working holiday season in retail in New York City. A lot of women describe the first trimester as being the worst trimester, or kind of like really hard. And I think it might be a mixture of things like emotions, hormones changing, new things happening to your body changing, your life changing. And I can say it was kind of true to that. My first trimester was pretty tough. Like the first pregnancy symptoms that I had actually wasn't morning sickness. And this was about like week 5, 6. Well, actually, let me talk about week 0 to 5, because I feel like things happen in week 0 to 5 that I didn't notice were pregnancy symptoms. I didn't know that I was pregnant until about week 5. And I kept like needing a lot of water. I was extremely thirsty. I was dizzy, and I started like fainting. My body just felt like weirdly low energy. If you guys don't know, I live in New York City and I was falling asleep on the train. Like, I never fall asleep on the train because one, is dangerous, two, like ill. But I was falling asleep on the train. Like, I could not control it. No matter what I would do to try to stay up, I could not. Like, I was extremely exhausted. Around week 6 and 7, things got a little out of control. That's when, boom, you're pregnant, full on like symptoms and everything. Morning sickness was crazy because morning sickness is all day. It's not just in the morning. And me, it was really setting me back because I had to go to school. I had to go to work, and I'm very physical at work. And at school, you need to be focused and awake and up, and feeling sick was the worst part. And I didn't throw up. I've never thrown up. Still now, don't throw up like before I was pregnant. Like my body just doesn't really throw up. And during this pregnancy, I wouldn't throw up, but I would get extremely nauseous, and that's the worst thing ever, to get nauseous and feel like you're gonna throw up, and the food come up and go right back down. So that was my first trimester, and it lasted all day, every single day. I had a lot of aversion, and I hope I'm saying that right. Aversion is basically when foods or smells like turn you off and like kind of like make you nauseous, or like, ew, I don't want to eat that. And I really noticed it with coffee, because I used to drink coffee every single day, twice a day. I loved coffee. Coffee's my life. I love coffee. But during my pregnancy, like even before I knew I was pregnant, I was just like found myself like, ew, like coffee to me seemed like battery acid. Like I just lost all interest in drinking coffee. And they tell you aversion is your body kind of like protecting you and getting ready to like detox, to start healthy eating and, you know, get rid of everything so the baby can have a safe, healthy environment. For cravings, I don't think are really that prominent in the first trimester. For many women, it's mostly like nausea, morning sickness, and aversion. One craving that I did have early on even during my first trimester, but more towards the end of it, was tomatoes. I was craving tomatoes like crazy. Like I just wanted anything with tomato sauce. Give me a tomato, I will eat it like an apple. Like I just wanted tomatoes. That was pretty much the only craving that I had. Now for body changes, my body didn't change that much in the first trimester. Mostly all that happened was a lot of bloating. Also, I felt extremely uncomfortable at all times in my own skin. Most first-time moms think things don't start getting physically uncomfortable until like the baby is big and your belly is big, and that's why, because you're carrying, you know, a ton more. But no, the effects start as soon as you become pregnant, and those hormones are flowing through your body. Things are changing, things are happening, and those effects kick in right away. This might be a little TMI, but I had to sleep naked like for a lot of days because my skin just felt uncomfortable with clothes on. Like I don't, still to this day, I can't explain the feeling or like why that was. I was just very uncomfortable in my own skin. The best way to deal with it was I would like take a hot shower, and then I would have to like just like stay naked or like wear very light clothes. Like, another thing that happened in week 1 to 12 was smelling, and my sense of smell got crazy. Like it's not just like, oh, you're more sensitive to smell. Like if you happen to smell something, you might not like it. No, you have superhero powered nostrils. Like you can smell things from 5 feet away. Like someone can walk in a room, I'll be like, I have to leave because I cannot stand the smell. Also, if bacon was being cooked in my house, I did not want to be in there. Like I could not stand the smell of bacon. As soon as I found out I was pregnant, I started buying a bunch of like body creams and like things like that to help with, of course, stretch marks and keep my skin moisturized. A lot of them, like I just couldn't stand the smell. One of them I had to give to my brother. Couldn't keep in my room. It was from Shea Moisture. I cannot even open it. That's how sickening the smell gets me to this day. I don't know what's in there that makes me feel like that, but yeah. For skin changes, this goes, I guess, along with physical changes. My skin got so dry. I always had dry skin, but my skin is even more dry now that I'm pregnant. Like my lips are constantly chapped and dry. My hands, my feet, like everywhere in my body, like I have to lotion or moisturize like a million times a day because my skin is just so dry. And it doesn't help that I'm in New York in the wintertime and like the air is dry here. Like it doesn't help at all. But yeah. I want to talk about emotional or mental or spiritual even changes that happen during pregnancy. I'm gonna touch on it a little bit right now, but I want to do a whole nother video based on just like spirituality, your spiritual and your emotions during pregnancy, because I don't feel like there's a lot of videos about it here. It's mostly like mom talk about like symptoms and also like things to get for the baby and things, but it's not a lot about like mom and her mental health and stuff like that. And you guys know I'm all about that, so definitely let me know if you want a video on it because I really want to do one. I'll probably do it anyway, but let me know if you're interested. One thing that really affected me like mentally wise was I had more willpower than I had energy. And this is going to sound like really like, okay, and no guys, like it's crippling to a point, because when you find out you're a mom and you're a new mom, and you're not in certain circumstances where you just like have money out the wazoo and you know everything's set up, or like it's like not exactly a planned pregnancy, you get this rush inside of you of, okay, now I know I'm pregnant, I'm a mom, let's get the ball rolling. You just want to get things in order, you want to get things together, you want to save as much money, you want to work as hard, you just have a crazy amount of more drive. And especially if you already had drive before and you was a person like me who took on a lot of tasks and stuff like that, I wanted to take on everything and I wanted to go in high gear and getting ready for my little blessing. I wanted to do nails, I wanted to go to work full time, and I wanted to do, like, now that I knew that I was pregnant, I wanted to do so much more. I wanted to plan out everything. It's crazy the amount of stuff that I wanted to do that I couldn't. I just couldn't anymore. that meant, you know, being a little bit not my 100% self at work, and like not my 100% self in life. You know, some days I want to get up and I want to film 3 videos like I used to, but I just cannot. Like, I have so much other stuff to do and I don't have that much energy. Now in the second trimester, I am gaining a lot of energy back, but that's a thing that happens in the first trimester. You're so low energy, you're nauseous all the time, like, you know, and your willpower, it exceeds your energy level, and it's really, really hard to deal with and to get past as a new mom who, you know, is so excited for new life, you know, just wants to be her best. But yeah, that was the most hard emotional thing that I went through in the first trimester. Week 12, things started popping off. Week 12, I was like, okay, this is real now. I started getting round ligament pain. To me, I got like a sharp pain right in between where my hip and my leg connect. So that joint right there. And like, I would get like joint pain or like sharp pains in my joints. Also experience muscle stretching or like skin stretching. I don't know what exactly the feeling that I felt was, but it feels like this tight feeling. And I usually got it where I used to have abs. And this might happen to a lot of people that used to have abs. We felt a stretching feeling on my abs. Like, it was really crazy. But that happened in week 12. A good thing that happened as soon as week 12 came in was nausea went away. It still comes on like here and there, but it's not even a little bad or a little bit like the first trimester. It's so much better and like so much more at ease. Your stomach starts to get a little better. You start to get your appetite back, and I started to get my energy back. So that was the first trimester pretty much in a nutshell. Now I want to get into a few tips. I only have a few. I don't have a lot because this is my first pregnancy. One tip I would say for the nausea is definitely have some sugar-free gum or like your favorite candy on you at all times. You can have some ginger drops, like some ginger candy. If you have a weird taste in your mouth or you just ate something and that taste stays in your mouth, that can sometimes trigger nausea. It really helps if you have something to balance out the flavor that's in your mouth, like gum. If you're having a stomach ache or nausea and you have like a ginger drop, I know ginger is really good for your stomach and it really helps a lot of like moms to ease their nausea. Also, I would try lemon ginger tea. I love lemon ginger tea. Couldn't drink a lot of tea during this pregnancy just because tea was like really turning me off. I just wanted a bunch of water. Another thing I would say is energy drinks. Energy drinks. Now, energy drinks you got to be careful with, of course, because a lot of them do contain a lot of sugar. You don't want to be consuming a lot of sugar during your pregnancy. But once a week or like every 2 weeks is not that bad. For me, it really helped with the dehydration and feeling dehydrated. I would be drinking so much water and still feel dehydrated. And I think it's because I wasn't getting the proper like electrolytes that I needed. And energy drinks and sports drinks really help with that. Those are drinks like Gatorade or like Powerade. I'm not talking about energy drinks like Red Bull. Don't drink Red Bull during your pregnancy. That is loaded with caffeine and a bunch of bad. You shouldn't drink Red Bull at all, but that's not my point. My whole point is get your electrolytes back with some energy drinks, and that was so helpful for me. I felt so much better after that. That is my first trimester update. Thank you guys so much for being here and watching this video. And I don't really know, I'm just getting into the YouTube pregnancy world, so tell me if you guys are interested in videos and what type of videos that you would be interested in. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.